So for today's video, I'm going to be seeing how much more performance I can squeeze out of these headlights on a Ford Transit. So this is my old setup. Philips Altanon low beam, which kind of fell apart when I took it out. It has an adjustable ring, which actually made it difficult to remove. And then an OEM stock high beam halogen light. There's a little clip. That's what fell off. I got to put that back together if I want to use it again. Now, a company named NOVSiGHT reached out to me, and they were like, hey, we want you to do a review of our LED bulbs, just like you did your Philips review. So they provided me with these bulbs. They gave me the H11. This is for their low beam light. And then they gave me also the 9005, which the 9005 will be your high beam, which I have not tried before, so this could be pretty impressive to put these on. So we'll go ahead and get these open inside the box. Nicely packaged, nice and secured. Comes with just a little instruction pamphlet. These do have a 2-year warranty, which is nice. And then the bulbs. Very futuristic looking, I would say. They look very nice. They're very nicely constructed. I do like their appearance. So let's compare these to the other bulbs. So when we pull out the low beam, when we look at the Philips, you have your cooling fins, you have your fan on the bottom. It's kind of small. It's lightweight. This is probably like a lightweight aluminum. The NOVSiGHT bulb still has cooling fins, probably more of them. They're a little more robust. Has a bigger cooling fan. And the overall build construction of this is a little bit more heavy duty. You can also see those copper strips in there. That's for heat dissipation to help you out. Also matches kind of like a factory bulb with just a plug, no wire. Looking at the hotspot on the LED, the NOVSiGHT is bigger. So I kind of wonder what that is going to do to the beam pattern when I actually get this going in the van. Now looking at the high beam, it's the same construction as the low, same build quality, same cooling abilities, and has the copper also. Looks a lot like a halogen bulb in shape, it's just a plug, no wires or nothing. When I compare the hotspot location, it's pretty much identical to the halogen, but I'm seeing why they made a bigger hotspot because it kind of matches the whole coil in the other high beam bulb, so maybe this will help improve the pattern because the Transit kind of has a little bit of a tough pattern, kind of odd, I should say. Now, before I started with my headlights, I did mark the walls. Now, these lines do look high, but my garage is sloped, or my driveway is sloped, so it goes up a little bit. But I just marked my old hotspots. Got my low beam in, no error codes. Super excited about that. That's like first step. Has a super nice cutoff. So, nice cutoff on the top, and look at the beam pattern. Much more dispersed out a little bit, whereas the Philips kind of has like a little bit of an odd shape to it, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. This one has a lot more diffuse, covers a larger area. So I'm really interested to see what this will do on the road. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other bulbs swapped out, get the high beam in. This was also very impressive. Color matches for both. It's hard to video that, but the color looks the same. High beam halogen versus high beam LED, there's almost like no comparison. It looks so much better. It's a lot bigger hotspot, obviously. Don't be using these driving around town blinding everybody, but in the middle of nowhere, these will be pretty nice. So both lights are in, no error codes. Cutoff line maybe is a little high, so I will try and bring that down a little bit. I'll show you how to adjust that in the install, which I'll put near the end of the video. But just looking at these, I can tell these are going to be impressive when we go out for night driving. Now, going back in time, when I had stock low beam halogens, I found this photo. And this illustrates the beam pattern. Like the Ford Transit beam pattern is just a goofy shape. I kind of call it like a bat. It has like a little bit of a bat shape, sort of. So hopefully, with these bulbs, with the new design, they can have a different beam pattern than this. Now with the Philips, this is the low beams I had in before. Still had kind of a goofy beam pattern. Kind of has like a little bit of a bat shape. It kind of elongates. You can see the Philips did perform well. They threw light way down the road. That measures out to almost 500 feet to where that cutoff is. Halogen high beams? I don't know. A little lackluster. Nothing to get excited about. The high beams are going further than the low. They're lighting up. There's like a hillside back there that goes up to a house. They're lighting up that hillside, maybe not all the way to the top, but they're nothing impressive. And like I said, that shape, like the low beam hotspot, just has like an odd shape with the Transit. Now the Philips did improve this. They kind of almost like you have like that like bat shape plus an extra triangle that goes a little further out for your hotspot. So the Philips did perform pretty well. Now let's try the NOVSiGHT, which I'm pretty excited about these results. That weird pattern is almost gone. It's a lot more consistent pattern across your whole field of view. It goes out about the same distance. That cutoff is maybe just a little higher, and that could just be an adjustment thing. I might need to bring that down a little bit. I have driven these for a week, and I didn't get any flashes from anybody, though, so I think the cutoff is still okay. Now the high beams just blows me away. It blows me away in person. It looks even better. The high beams are carrying all the way up that hill in the distance. They're lighting up the house in the background. Like if there was no hill, these things are just gonna go like forever, I feel like. Not quite though. So the NOVSiGHT, their beam pattern, you can almost imagine like two triangles kind of overlapping with a nice bright hotspot in the center, and then kind of like a consistent light that kind of goes out all the way to where that pink line is for your cutoff. And then I just used Google Earth to measure this. That up slope on that hillside was about 544 feet away. So both my old low beam and this one are going that far, but the high beam is probably exceeding 1,000 feet because that's to the top of the hill, 987, and the high beam was lighting up the house beyond that hill. So these high beams are going beyond 1,000 feet. Now, a good test for LEDs is to drive with them, and after 30 minutes, do they diminish? So this is the Philips bulbs, the ones I had. And these are good because they don't diminish. That's one of their selling points. They had a 2-year warranty as well, and they didn't diminish. So this is them driving, and then NOVSiGHT, same time of day, 30 minutes after driving. Basically, I was coming home from work. They didn't diminish in their light output either. Beam pattern is still consistent. This is high beam right now, but the beam pattern is still consistent side to side. The reach is about the same. And then the high beam is amazing too. So no diminish in output in half an hour of driving, because some LEDs will throttle you down. Yeah, I'm super happy with these. I'm keeping them. So let's get into the install. Install is easy. I save this to the end because most people can probably install bulbs, but if you haven't, Ford Transit, 2 screws, hold it in, take the screws out, pop the bulbs out. Or the whole headlight assembly, I should say. It will save you a little bit of sanity. 2 screws, I think it's a T35 Torx, pull up, lift out, it'll kind of unsnap. If you have a little table, you can put it next to it. There's enough wire for you to reach. You got 2 dust covers on here. You'll just pull these off. Just grab the flap and pull. I know this first one I blocked the view, but just grab and pull up. That's all you gotta do. To get the bulbs out, easy. Counterclockwise turn, not quite a quarter. We'll loosen them and then you just pull straight out. And then you'll have your wire still attached. There's a little retaining clip. Lift the clip and separate the wire. Easy peasy. Now the next bulb, the new bulbs, put them straight in. I followed the instructions for this and they said put the bulb in, then connect the wire. Double check because these look identical. This is a 9005. Put the bulb straight in. You see the retaining clips, you got big, big, and little. Just line those up. You'll be slightly off center, and then you'll just clockwise turn it, and it'll center it. Basically, your headlight on the inside will be like a knife, straight up and down, with your LEDs on both sides, like the 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock position. Connecting the wire was not easy doing it this way. You probably could put that in with the wire already connected, but with my big hands, I was still able to get this wire to snap on, so that happened just fine. LED or low beam goes the same way. I talked about adjusting. A 1/2-inch socket actually moves our lights up and down. I did not know that till today, or till this video. And then make sure you got your dust covers back on, your little dust caps, and put them back in the same way you took them out. You kind of go in from the top, and they'll kind of, once they hit the sweet spot, they'll just kind of slide in and snap down. And they'll feel pretty secure. And then you'll put your 2 screws back in. Now, I always recommend in other videos, hand thread these at first. The threads on these things are sharp. If you use a tool to put these in, it's going to recut new threads, and then you're going to just, eventually you're just going to like burr out that little socket, and it won't even hold anymore. So hand thread them in, finish up with the screwdriver. And then take it for a test drive. Make sure you don't got warning lights. I'm still amazed that this fixed the beam pattern. I thought the beam pattern was there to stay. I thought I was always going to have it. I feel so much better about the beam or the headlights when I turn these on. So in the next video, I'm going to be replacing my fog lights. I'm going to put a whole different setup on for those. So Like and subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching.